Word problems that are solved using quadratic equations, specifically those on money. So what do you do if you see a sum involving money? Well, in the first place, you know it's going to be done with a table and a triangular relationship. Okay, so let's look at this one. Mandy buys a certain number of t-shirts for a total of 2,250. She sells all but 5 of the t-shirts for a total of 2,500. She sold each t-shirt for 100 rand more than she originally paid. Determine the number of t-shirts she originally bought. Okay, so the first thing we do, we decide what the story's timeline is about. Well, first Mandy bought. So we fill in bought in our table, then Mandy sold. Okay, you always have number of items, price per item, and total amount. So if you look at the relationship between those three concepts, the total amount that you're going to pay is always your number of items times the price per item. Okay, so if you want to work out your total amount, you just times the number of items times the price per item. If you want to know if all your items had the same price and you want to know how many there were, you take your total amount and you divide it by the price per item to get the number of items. So you can use this triangular relationship for one of your columns. Okay, so let's start and let's read what they say. Mandy bought t-shirts for a total of 2,050. That's a total amount. So I'm going to put a 2250 in the cell which says total amount bought. She sells them for a total of 2,500, so I can fill that in the total amount at the end. But I haven't done the most important thing, and that is ask what is the question. The question is determine the number of t-shirts she bought originally. So that should be X. Number of t-shirts, number of items bought, X. Okay, so if you started by filling in half of a column, you have to complete it. So you've already filled in X t-shirts she buys. So if she sells all but 5, then she will sell X minus 5. Okay, now I've filled in 2 columns, which is where I stop. Now I'm going to use my triangular relationship for the third column. Okay, I need price per item. So this is the one I need. So I know it's total amount divided by number of items. So I'm going to take the total amount in each case divided by the number. The total amount divided by the number. Okay. Now if you did everything correctly, there will be one fact left that you can use for your equation, which is the fact we haven't used yet up to date. It is the fact that she sold each t-shirt for 100 rand more than she originally paid. And that sentence is my equation. So I'm going to write price, sales price equals cost price plus 100 rand. Okay, so for sales price per item, we're going to fill in the 2,500 over X minus 5. For cost price, we're going to fill in 2,250 over X. Where did I get this? I got this in the price per item column, which I got from the triangular relationship. Okay, and now to solve this is easy if you only can get up to the equation. So your LCM is going to be X, 100X times X minus 1. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the steps again. If you see a sum on money, you use a table and a triangular relationship. You decide what's the timeline. Bought, it's usually bought and sold. Then you decide what's the question. You make that X. You have to fill up the column if you started it halfway. And you start filling in the stuff from the story to get another full column. And the third column is always done with your triangular relationship. Okay, so let's see how it's. Saamloop. Okay, so here is our sum, nicely written out. In the first place, this is where we times with the LCM here, times the LCM. This is our standard form, our equation in standard form after we've simplified. Standard form. Here we divide it by 50 to get an easy, more easy equation. Here we use the quadratic formula to factorize the equation. And then we got two answers. X is equal to negative 7.5, which is not applicable. So you get two answers and you choose the applicable one. Okay, so you get two answers and you choose. You can't get a negative number of t-shirts, so she originally bought 15 t-shirts. Okay, so you go through this again slowly and then try some sums on money, because that is something we use and need every day. Goodbye.